denominations just in our phone book right here in East Liverpool. And I thought, why the confusion? Why do we have so many different, different denominations and so forth?
Nichols is one of those people you listen to when you need motivation, especially how to communicate with your family and friends, right? Because we can say something, but they don't understand it the way you say it. So it's like how you're projecting it, like body language, your tone. She teaches so much different things in her little Mind Valley class as well with fishing.
Space there, and so that was really impactful, and it was really cool because it was at like a big convention kind of concert center, and like the group would have been fined a lot if we hadn't reduced the waste as much as we had. And so it was a cool kind of showed how environment and business or environment and finance go together. And so that kind of was like, wow, they're so aligned, even though we often think they're like opposing. Yeah.
That led to a book that I wrote and self-published back in 2001, 2002. And then about 7 or 8 years after that, I wrote Song of the Tree Frogs, and I just threw it on a bookshelf. I had no intentions on doing anything with it. And a neighbor of mine, and sadly, I mean, she's since passed, but she said that, do you have anything fiction? And she said, because I do like to read fiction.
About that story, so I learned a lot from that guy, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, he's awesome because a lot of times you'll see a person because they get to their end goal and they don't reveal the struggle leading up to that, right? So it becomes like it's not realistic. So you cannot see yourself walking through the path or similar, because you're like, they start.
I think partially, I was never really interested in studying environment, to be honest. I always thought studying business was more exciting and more interesting. And then like Waterloo, my high school always had universities come and like kind of market their programs to us, and Waterloo came and they told us all about this.
Sure, I said, I have this book, it's about these two brothers that, and the father finds out that the youngest one may not be his, son. And I thought, why, if you want to read it, that's fine with me. So she said, well, give it to me. She said, my husband's actually on his way up to the store. I'll just have him stop by and get it. I said, well, that's fine. And she said, but give me a few days to read it, because she said, my dog has been very sick. And she said, I'm just not getting any sleep.
Right. A lot of people, that's what you'll see, but he gives you the full face value. Like, I started here, I came to this country, I worked as this, I had 4 dead-end jobs, I did this, I did that, finding myself and, just gaining skills and learning.
I haven't seen anything like this elsewhere. And so I was like, it's a great way to combine 2 things I'm interested in, and like environment is something I'm like good at organizing. So yeah, that was kind of how I chose that.
I said, well, that's fine. I said, take as much time as you want. I said, I haven't looked at it for years. So, and in fact, I had to blow dust off of it when I pulled it from the bookshelf. So anyway, 2 or 3 nights later, she called me. It was like 10:30 at night. And of course, she came up on caller ID. She was crying her eyes out. And I thought, I said, Dottie, I said, I'm so sorry. I said, did Spencer die? She says, no, the stupid dog's fine. She said, I just finished reading your book. She said, I couldn't put it down. And she said, you have to do something with
his growth. And then you saw the end effect, which was Mind Valley. And he's still learning and growing. So it's like, more is more to come. Most definitely.
Started getting serious about seeking some representation. And I have an agency that picked me up. And that's where it's gone from there.